Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will be showing you how I made these beautiful crochet shorts. If that is something you are interested in seeing, grab your yarn and your hook and let's get into the tutorial. Alright guys, so for today's project I'll be using my 4mm crochet hook, some finger weight yarn, I have some stitch markers, a scissors, and my tape measure. All right, so this project is worked in a multiple of 5. So you're going to make a chain long enough to fit snugly around your hip. So around this part of the body. That's where you're getting your measurement. So for me, I have made a chain of 150 stitches. And this is going to be worked in a round. So I'm just going to flatten my chain and slip stitch into the beginning chain to begin this round. All right, so now we're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the 3rd stitch, we're going to put 8 double crochet all in that same stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, now skip the next 2 stitches and into the 3rd, 1 single crochet. Okay, and then repeat. So again, skip 2, 1, 2, and into the 3rd, 8 double crochets, all in that space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the 3rd, 1 single crochet. And that will be the repeat for this row. Skip 2, 8 double crochets, skip 2, 1 single crochet. So go ahead and complete this row and I will meet you once I get back to this point. Okay, so keep going and we'll pick up at the end of this row. All right, so coming up to the end of row 1, I have done my last group of 8 stitches and I have 5 stitches remaining. So I'm going to skip 2, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the 3rd, I'm going to put 1 single crochet, then skip the last 2 stitches, and then slip stitch into the 1st double crochet to end this row. All right, and now to begin row 2, I am going to slip stitch all the way up to the 4th double crochet. So just slip stitch up to the 4th double crochet. And now I will chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that first single crochet space, we are going to put 1 double crochet into that stitch, chain 3, and another double crochet into that chain 1 space to create our first V stitch. Whoops. Okay, like so. All right, now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and between, right in the center, okay, Alexa, right into the center of this fan, we're gonna put 1 single crochet. So between the first 4 and the second 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, put a single crochet here. All right, now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and again into that single crochet space of the previous row, we're gonna put 1 double crochet, chain 3, 1 double crochet. So 1, 1, 2, 3, and another double crochet to form our next V stitch. Okay, and again chain 3, 2, 3, and 1 single crochet into the top of the fan. All right, and that will be the repeat for this row. So chain 3, a V stitch into the single crochet space of the previous row, which is a double crochet, chain 3, and another double crochet all in that same space. Then chain 3 and 1 single crochet in the top of the fan. All right, so go ahead and complete this row, repeating this pattern all the way around, and I will meet you back at the end of this row and we'll pick up from there and move on. Coming up to the end of row 2, okay, chain 3, do my last V stitch into that space between the 2 fans, 2, 3, and another double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I will slip stitch right at the base, right here where we slip stitch up to the 4th stitch. Right at the base of that chain is where I will slip stitch to end this row. Okay, and then to begin row 3, I'm going to be working in between the V stitches and in the top of the chain. Sorry, the single crochet over here. So to begin row 3, you're going to put your 8 double crochets all into that V stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, and now into the top of the single crochet, or into the single crochet, you're going to put 1 single crochet. All right, and that will be the repeat for this row. So 8 double crochets into the V stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a single crochet into the top of the single crochet of the previous row. And that's it. Okay, so row 3, you're going to go ahead and complete that all the way around. Then row 4 is going to be the V stitch row. So this is just a 2-row repeat. So you're just doing row 2 and row 3 over and over again until you have the desired length of your shorts or skirt, depending on what you're making. All right, so you'll go ahead and complete that, and then when you get around to here, you make your last fan stitch into this V stitch space. You'll slip stitch into the first double crochet here, then slip stitch up to the 4th, chain 3, make your V stitch here, chain 3, put your 1 single crochet here in the center of the fan, and so on. All right, so you will keep going for about 10 to 15 rows or 10 to 14 rows if you're making a shorts. If you're making a skirt, then you'll just keep going until you are satisfied with the length of your skirt. For shorts, however, you will, oh, where's my pen? Okay, so you will go until your pattern is hitting right about here. So right here, because then we're going to do the crotch and we don't want it too long. So we don't want to get a sag. So you're going to keep going from, you'd have to measure from where you want your shorts waist to sit. So if you want it to sit low, then you would measure from, say you want it to sit on your hip, you'd measure from there to there. And that's the length you would go for. If you want to go from waist, then you would keep going for as many rows until it hit right here. So you don't want it to pass this point, if that makes sense. All right, so I will keep going with mine, and then you want to end on one of these rows. So one of the V rows is where you want to end, not a fan row. We're ending on a V row. All right, so keep going and I will let you know how many rows I end up doing. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to take my measurements. Okay, so keep going and then we will meet at the next point and continue. Okay guys, so I have made a total of 14 rows, which is giving me a measurement of 9 inches unstretched, which is about 23 centimeters. Yeah, about 23 centimeters. Okay, and what I did was I put a stitch marker through the center and attached it to both sides and kind of just stepped in it and pulled it up on my body to see how it fit. And I'm satisfied with this length so far. So I ended on a V-stitch row, which is going to make it easier to do the legs. So at this point, you're going to want to fold this into 2 halves. You can, if you want to be exact and make sure you have an even amount of stitches on both sides, what you want to do is count your shells. And then that way it'll be easy for you to find the center. For me, I'm just going to eyeball it. So what I will do is assume this is the middle. And I'm just going to put a stitch marker straight through both sides. All right, and then, so now I'm going to be working the legs. And I'm going to be working them one at a time. So I ended over on this side. And you want to make sure that your work is turned on the right side. You don't have it inside out. Okay, so picking up, I'm going to work around this leg, continuing the same pattern as before. So my working tail is over on this side. So I'm going to slip stitch into this. I'm going to slip stitch into this single crochet that's on the opposite side, like so. It's right where my stitch marker is. Okay, and then I'm just going to jump right back into the pattern. So right here is my V stitch. I'm going to put my 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then into the top of the single crochet, I'll put a single crochet and then continue. Okay, so I am going to work a row of fan stitches all the way around. Then I'm going to work a row of V stitches, then another row of fan stitches. And I think that will be the length of my shorts. If you want yours longer, then you can keep going. So I'm going to finish this leg, then I'm going to finish this one, and then we will move on to the top part of our shorts. So the next time I come back, we'll be ready to work going that direction. All right, so I'm just going to finish both legs, and then we'll meet at that point. So keep going. Okay, so I have completed both legs on my shorts, and the measurement at this point is about 11 inches, 11 and a half inches. And now we're going to be working on the waist just to finish up this project. All right, so let me attach my thread and we will get started on the top part. Okay, so to begin the waist, you're just going to attach your thread or your yarn at any point. I have a tail right here, so I want to work over it. So just right here, I'll pick up my yarn and I'll attach it here. Just like so. Okay, I'm working over my tails. I am just going to put a single crochet in each space all around. And you don't want to make these single crochets too far apart. Neither do you want to make them too close together, because you don't want to have too many stitches. All right, I know I started with 150 chains when I started this. So if that's something you want to do, you can count out how many single crochets you're doing all the way around, just to make sure you have close to or the same amount of stitches. Just so you don't end up making it too tight and then it can't go over your hips. All right, so just like this, I'm just going to put one single crochet in every space all the way around until I get back to my starting point, which was right here. All right, and then that will pretty much be it for this shorts. Okay, so I'm just going to finish up this row and then I'll come back and show you what my finished shorts look like. All right, so keep going. Okay guys, so I have completed my shorts and the waist was loose because we started with the hip measurement. So I made just a chain belt. I chained 230 chains. And then what I did was just weave it in and out of these openings along the top part of the shorts just to pull it together. Okay, just like so. And that is what it looks like. So I'm just wearing it over a bodysuit because it is see-through. So this would be ideal to wear over a swimsuit, or you can always line the shorts if you want to wear it out, or wear it over dark underwear or with some shorts underneath. But this is it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in another video. Bye.